good afternoon everyone, it's Carol at Oak House Journals. Thanks so much for joining me. As you can see, I've got my Junk Journal July book in front of me. This was prompt number 12, which was gratitude, or my page for prompt number 12, which was gratitude, and I'm working on this page today. Now, for those of you that watched me create this video, you'll spot that there has been a slight change, and it's mainly that I've gone in with some gilding flakes in various areas. And for those of you that were particularly eagle-eyed, you might have spotted in the last video that my main quote was wrong. I hadn't even noticed until I looked back at the video and I spotted it myself. The quote should say, "Don't waste today," but what it actually did say was, "Don't not waste today," which wasn't the message at all that I wanted to convey. So I put in some gilding flakes across here and in one or two other areas. And I actually quite like the effect. It makes it a bit more rough and ready. But to blend and try and make the flow happen, as I always keep saying, I added a few on this page here. I'm going to work on this page and the prompt is detail, so I'm hoping as a start that the background, the stenciled gold on the background, will count as detail. I've got my gold embossing powder speckles, I've got my Seth Abner vintage beeswax texture paste on here as well, and now I've got my gilding flakes, so I'm hoping that that is enough to count as detail on here. I've lifted out some papers to one side here. I've got some vintage German ledger paper, so I'm hoping that will blend with this piece that I've got in this bottom corner. I've got this to play with if I want to, and I've tore a chunk and used it down the side of the playing card there, so I've got that. Something I haven't used on this page, I've got some embossed vellum scraps. I've got the bottom portion from the paint splattered glassine bag. I've got this sticker. Now, I was auditioning this round the page on this side, predominantly down this right hand side, and I thought I'd like to try and use it on this page. I'm predominantly going to try and do a collage down in this corner here so that I can have some of this detail showing. And I've got some other scraps of handwritten text that I can pull on and use if I want to. But what I am going to use as well is this washi tape. Now, these are little frames, gold frames with butterflies in, and I thought these would be nice to start off my collage down the right hand side there. And I am going to use the lot. I'm not just going to pick out one, but I am going to pick out one and just use it on this page to carry it through. I've got a butterfly there, so I think I want to have another one down here. So I'm just going to go for this little square one down there, and I'm just going to trim it. Let's pop that to one side. I'm just going to have it tucked on there like that. Okay, so let's get started on this page. Okay, so here I am going in with a piece of that washi tape down the right hand side, opening my book out so that I can work on it a little bit more easily, and another little piece of washi tape at the top between the two pages. Ripping some ledger paper to get that angle across the bottom of the page, and I decide that I want that ledger paper on my page first. So as you saw, I ripped up the washi tape, and here I am just trimming it to size roughly, and I go in and glue it with a glue stick, taking a little bit over the page or over the fold onto the next page. So now I'm using some of that handmade paper because I love the way it looks when you tear away the edge, and I'm trying to get the feathering to soften the line of that ledger paper. That piece of washi has gone on over the top, and here I'm just ripping up the embossed vellum, putting it behind my sticker, trimming away with my thumbnail the rest of the edges.
So I'm liking how that's looking, and I go in with a bit of the paint splattered glassine bag and a little faux ticket there. Just adjusting everything. Quite like how that's looking. Pull it down a little bit. I'm thinking already that I will use one of those washi stamps that's down the right hand side and put it over the top of that faux ticket. So just glue my sticker to the embossed vellum paper, putting my ticket in place. I'm going to snip away a portion of that ticket in a second or two. There we go. I do use that, or try to use that snipped off piece later on. You'll see it come into play, but I lose it somewhere on my desk, and it's never to be found again, so it didn't get used on this piece. So just adjusting my glassine bag. That's a little portion that has gone astray. Goodness knows where that's gone. So I didn't get to use it, as I say. So I've glued my page, my little collage down onto my page, and here I've pulled off one of those little washi stamps, putting another one at the bottom to extend the line of washi, and just gluing it down there. So I've got a portion here of that handmade paper because I like how it softens that left hand edge of the sticker. Then I decide I want a piece across the top, so I'm just popping a piece up in there. Now that top left hand corner on the sticker is giving me a little bit of concern, so I'm coming in here with a piece of handwritten paper or handwritten text, trimming it to size, and I'm just going to pop it over that Asian writing that's in the corner of the sticker. So there we go, just gluing it into place. Fluffing my edges so that I can get a little bit of movement on them. And here I've decided I want another little tiny piece of that handmade paper just to fill in that gap up there. So here I'm putting a couple of strips of washi. I do move these strips of washi in the bottom right hand corner. Another little piece at the top there, and another piece at the side, and another little bit at the bottom there. Again, just checking my edges, fluffing them up a little bit, and I've managed to pull that out, so I'm going in with another piece, just gluing it in there. Not happy with that washi as it is, so I'm going across the corner to match the bit that I've put at the top left hand corner across the sticker, and I'm going in with quite a few layers of this washi because it was almost disappearing on the page, so I've put a couple of strips on top of each other, and then another one of those little washi stamps. And here I'm just going in with some of the gold embossing powder just to get some splatters on that sticker. Got a bit too close, so it's moving around. Just moving it back in place and then lifting up my heat gun a bit higher until it grabs, and then taking it down closer to actually melt the embossing powder. It actually did take a wee while to melt this time round, and then unfortunately when it did melt it buckled the plastic behind that sticker, which was a nuisance.
So this is my finished page, and if I'm honest, I don't like it. It's not working for me at all. Apart from using the papers that I showed right at the start to try and unify the two pages, I didn't really have an idea in mind for this page. I just wanted to let it evolve. And I struggled with it, in all honesty. I felt very much under pressure by the prompts, or the prompt rather, to add detail to my page. Yes, I do have detail in terms of I've got lots of layers, I've got lots of stickers, I've got stencils, gold stenciling going on, I've got heat embossing going on, I've got texture paste going on. But even so, I don't like the end result. I think what really is giving me a reason to dislike it is this is very angular. I should have carried on with my nice curve down there. I tried adding 3 washi circles up here to try and kind of break up that harsh line up there, and put one down here to balance it out, but it's still not working. Also, when I did my heat embossing, I put some of the embossing powder down in this corner and a little bit up here to break up the starkness of this sticker. And when I did that, it made the sticker warp because of the plastic behind it. So it's not working at all for me, this page. And I think the way for me to correct it will be to take my collage straight up here, so that I'm actually have a collage that's 3/4 of the page but over to the right hand side. But I'm not going to do that today. I'm not doing it at this juncture. I'm going to leave it and walk away for now, because obviously my head's not in the right space and I'm forcing this. But I will come back and show you if I alter this page and what I do to alter this page at a later time in the challenge. So thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I do appreciate it, and I hope you'll join me for prompt number 14. This is my page. There we go. There we go. This is my page for working prompt number 14. I do have an idea in mind for this. It's going to be very, very simple. So hopefully nothing can go wrong with it. So anyway, I hope you'll join me when I tackle prompt number 14 tomorrow. So until then, everybody, take care. Again, thank you for watching. Keep smiling, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye now.